And we have quite a contest here. The French, the British on the left-hand side. It is Cambridge University in the Bark Station, and Aviron Grenoblois from France in the Buck Station on the right-hand side of your screen.
Look at Cambridge, off like a rocket. Cambridge are a little bit close to the boys there on the left-hand side of the shots. Hopefully they can correct it. I think they've got it under control.
Oh, but a bit of steering off course here. A big correction there from the French crew. Moving back into their station now. But as we head a little further down the course, we can see it's a very even match-up between these two boats.
This is closer than I thought it was going to be, actually. I was catching up with the French earlier. They were really excited to be here. Actually, they saw Henley Royal Regatta on YouTube, and that's why they decided to come along. Fundraised by baking cakes and all sorts, but it's good to have them here. And they're not just here, they're actually competing very well against this quite pretty strong Cambridge crew.
It's been incredible, the number of international crews coming over this year, and I think this broadcast has really opened the regatta up to the world, and we've seen a lot of interest, certainly in Australia. A lot of crews and clubs really excited and making a huge effort to make it over here. Currently, the team from France on the left-hand side, Aviron Grenoblois, sitting just down on the Cambridge crew on the right-hand side of your screen. The Cambridge crew, coached by Steve Trapmore. He won an Olympic gold with the British 8 in 2000.
Yeah, and their assistant coach, Richard Chambers, as well. He's been helping them put the sort of finishing touches on this week, actually, and he was telling me that they've been mad keen for the past of the last few weeks to obviously store up and get all that energy to unleash on these races this week. Obviously they train up on the Ely, some good long straight stretch of river where you can get in the miles, about 50k I think in one direction. Whereas Aviron Grenoblois, they're over a slightly windier river called the Isere, and I think their steersman was saying that it's a shame there wasn't a few bends down this course actually. But they seem to be doing a good job here. They've got a good straight line. There's still only a length down on Cambridge, so this is still all to play for.
Yeah, Cambridge just making a little move there to get themselves out to almost a length clear. I'd be thinking they'd be wanting to just stretch out to a little bit of clear water so that they're in quite a comfortable controlling position in this race. We quite often talk about how important in a match race having control of the situation is, being the defender, seeing the moves that come. And you have to expend a little bit more energy in order to do that, but I think that it gives you an advantage in this kind of situation.
We just had a little shot on the Cambridge crew there, and Ben Rubel's at 3, so he's sort of 2 men up from the shot closest to us in that sort of Cambridge blue. He's obviously been in a lot of those Cambridge boats over the years, in the Cambridge boat that won last year and also the Cambridge boat this year. So he's got that sort of confidence, and he can share that with the crew and keep them relaxed, particularly in these sort of situations where the race is still to be finished, but it's not all done, and you can't sort of put your feet up just yet. You've still got to finish it off.
Yeah, they're rating just a little bit higher. I think they've done quite a good job of keeping the tempo up in that Cambridge boat, and we're starting to see that pay off now as they're coming down towards the enclosures, and the Cambridge crew just opening up to a little bit of clear water. Looking really smooth there. The boat rolling around just a little bit, but I think that's got more to do with the water they're on as opposed to anything that they're doing within the boat. They're staying nice and flat and in control.
Yeah, you mentioned how they're moving and how it's smooth, and you can see the hands just go in and out as we're looking down straight on the boat. And it's really nice. There's no sort of sudden, sort of violent movements. It's all just quite smooth and relaxed, and you can't really tell whether they're pushing or pulling. Really, it's just just quite seamless.
Both crews up on 36. We can see the French crew just moving over into their station. It's really important. Of course, we've seen some disqualifications in recent years because crews have moved off their stations. So just correcting their steering there. I mean, you never want to have big corrections because it wipes so much speed off the boat when that rudder is on. Sometimes you just need to do what you need to do.
That's right, yeah. You need to be on your station. You can't drift off. Yeah.
They're coming down towards the finish now. Certainly not an easy race for Cambridge, but I think they made it look like it was.
Yeah. So Tom Lessie's crew from Grenoble, hopefully they'll be back from off.
A great race there in the Visitors Challenge Cup. Cambridge University defeating Aviron Grenoblois from France.